So we were doing this question and we have discussed the very important point regarding this question. Two very important points are there which you should observe. First, I have explained that when X is getting discounted the bill of exchange from bank, in this transaction only X and bank are involved. It is not concerned in any manner with Y. That's why at this time Y will not record any journal entry because Y has only liability to make payment after 4 months. So only at that time Y will be paying the amount and Y will be recording the transaction. Now X has already got the money and now the bill is lying with bank. So on the due date, bank will connect with Y and bank will ask Y to make the payment. So now the transaction will be done between bank and Y. So now X is not concerned with this transaction on the due date. The role of X will come in light only and only when the bill will get dishonored. If Y refuses to make the payment to bank, then in that case, X is supposed to make the payment. Then at that time, X roles will come in picture. Otherwise, the transaction will be completed within with in between Y and bank. So now on due date, the due date is April 15. April, no, not April 15. We have to calculate the due date because the bill was written on, yeah, the due date was 18th of July. Due date was 18th of July. July 18. So here what will happen? Bank will receive the payment and Y will make the payment. So Y will do the entry bills payable account debit, bills payable account debit, because Y will collect back the bills receivable or bills payable, and now Y will make the full payment of 10,000 because Y's liability is of 10,000 to cash account or to bank account, with whatever you can use. 10,000. So in this case, these 2 points should be clear to you, that Y will not record any transaction for the discounting of the bill and X will not record any transaction, any entry for the payment made by Y to bank. So these two concepts should be clear here. One new concept was discounting charges, how to calculate the discounting charges. Then another concept was how to record this transaction of when the bill is getting discounted from bank. Why we will not be recording this transaction in books of Y, and on the due date Y will make the payment and X will not record this transaction. So these are the new concepts in this question, and I hope these all concepts are clear to you now. Okay, now we will see the next question. So first topic was, I will start again from here only so that you will be able to connect with the chapter. See, we have discussed what are the different uses of bills receivable. So first option was that drawer may keep the bill till the date of maturity. So first two questions which we have solved are only for the purpose of this topic only, that when the drawer is keeping the bill till the date of maturity. Then further is, if the drawer get it discounted from the bank, that we have completed right now only. Now the third case is that when the drawer endorse it, means transfer it to some other person, means he is transferring this bills receivable to his creditor. So then how to record these transactions, that we have to learn. So that is called negotiation of a bill, or you can say it also endorsement of a bill. Endorsement of a bill. So the person who is transferring is called endorser, and the person to whom the bill is transferred is called endorsee. Now see the question. Y owed rupees 26,000 to X. Y owed rupees 26,000 to X means that Y has to pay 26,000 to X. Yeah, means X is the creditor of Y. And because we will be recording the transaction in both of the books, so that's why again we will mark the books first, journal of X and then journal of Y. Now, because the transaction has been done on 2019, so I will first mention the year here, 2019, and here also 2019. So Y is owing 26,000 to X, that has been given. Now this time question has not given you any sale transaction or purchase transaction. So that transaction will not come here now. On 5th March 2019, he accepted a bill. Who accepted the bill? Y has accepted the bill for rupees 25,000. So Y has given acceptance, obviously. So on March 5, X will be recording the transaction for bills receivable, and Y will be recording the transaction for bills payable. So here it will be bills receivable, account debit, bills receivable account debit, and he accepted a bill for 25,000 for 1 month drawn by X. The bill has been drawn by X and accepted by Y in full settlement of his debt. So now full settlement means some discount will be there. And obviously you can observe that bill has been accepted for 25,000. However, the amount was 26,000. So it means 1,000 discount is there. So first I will debit the bill 25,000. And because X will be giving the discount, discount allowed account debit, discount allowed account debit 1,000. And then we will credit Y to Y, rupees 26,000. This will be the journal entry when the Y has given the acceptance on the bill. Now, this entry has been done from the point of view of X. Now coming to the point of view of Y, the transaction has been done on March 5, so he will also be recording transaction on March 5. And now what has been done, he has given acceptance to X. So X will be debit, X debit 26,000. He has given the acceptance, so it will become bills payable for him to bills payable account. $25,000, and he has received some discount, some benefit to discount received account. The discount allowed by X will be discount received for Y. So 1,000 will be here. Now, this bill has been written for 1 month. Now, what has happened after that? X endorsed the bill to his creditor Z immediately. So on March 5 only, the bill has been transferred to Z. And who is Z? Z is creditor of X. He has no relation with Y. So that's why Y is not concerned what has happened to that bill that he has signed and he has given acceptance. He will be concerning that bill only after 1 month when the bill will be presented before him for payment. So after 1 month, he will be making the payment to the person who is having that bill. So on March 5, X has transferred, X endorsed the bill. Endorsed the bill means transferred the bill to Z. So Z is a personal account. He becomes the receiver of the bill. So Z debit, and the bill amount is 25,000. Now bill receivable is going to Z, so it will be credited to bills receivable. Now the bill will be with Z. Bills receivable will be with Z. So in a manner, X has made payment to Z on March 5 through bills receivable. That practically has been done. 25,000. Okay. Now, same logic here will be that because this bill has been transferred by X to Z, means the transaction is between only X and Z. Y is not concerned regarding this transaction. That's why in books of Y, we will not be recording any entry. But third party is there, then third party is Z. So we will be recording this transaction in books of Z 2019, and the date is March 5. So this transaction is between X and Z. So we will be recording only in the books of X and Z. And the transaction will be bills receivable account debit 25,000. And who has given this bills receivable? This bill has been given by X to Z 25,000. Now what will happen practically? Now X has made the payment. X is not having any bill. Y has to make the payment after 1 month, and Z will be receiving the payment after 1 month. Z will be having this bill now, and Z will be presenting the bill before Y on the due date. Now further it is written the bill was duly met on the due date. So first we will calculate the due date. The date of writing the bill was 5th March, and after 1 month it will be 5th April, and 3 days we have to add 6, 7 and 8. So the due date will be April 8. Now on April 8, X is not concerned about the payment. Again, X will come into picture only when Y will refuse to make the payment. X is having secondary liability that we have discussed in the differences. So Y will be making the payment and Z will be receiving the payment. So on April 8, you will be recording the transaction only between Y and Z. Now Y will receive the Z will receive the cash account debit 25,000 to bills receivable account 25,000. Now on 8th April, the person Y is making the payment, so he will also be recording this transaction April 8. He will be receiving the bills payable back, bills payable account debit 25,000, and he is making the payment to cash account or to bank account, whatever you want to use, 25,000. So these are the general entries will be done in the case of endorsement. Now one thing, we have not written the narrations. So narrations you have to write. You can watch it in your books. Like we have recorded bills receivable account debit, discount allowed account debit to Y. So you can write narration here, bill accepted by Y and discount allowed. Similarly, here you can write the narration, bill endorsed to Z. Here Y can record the narration for this entry acceptance given to X and discount received. Then for this transaction, narration can be written payment bill met on due date. You can write bill met on due date. Bill met on due date means the payment has been made on the due date. Similarly, here you can write bill receivable received from X and then payment has been received. So you can write the narration amount of bills receivable received from Y. So this way you have to write the narration also, you have to make the format also, debit, credit, rupees, date, year, each and everything you have to take care of. Presentation part, your format should be neat and clean, proper length. So each and everything needs to be proper, and it will be proper only when you are practicing the questions in the same manner as told. Now coming to the next question and last topic is when the bill is sent to bank for collection. So first use was when the bill was retained by the drawer. Second was when the bill is discounted from the bank. The third was when the bill is endorsed to third party. And fourth one is when the bill is sent to bank for collection. So now how you will be recording this? Just see the question. On 1st October 2018, X sells goods to Y for rupees 20,000. So now we will be recording the transaction in the books of X and in the books of Y. X has sold goods, year is 2018. So first I will write the year. Here I will write the date, October 1. And the entry will be Y debit 20,000 to sales account. $20,000. So this transaction will be a purchase transaction for Y. He will be recording the transaction in the purchase terms on October 1. As purchase, so purchase account debit, and he is purchasing goods from X. $20,000 to X. 20,000. Now after that, what is happening? Y accepted a bill drawn upon him by X at 2 months for rupees 20,000. So Y has given the acceptance. So on October 1st, it will be bills receivable account debit 20,000 to X, sorry, to Y, because bill has been given by Y, acceptance has been given by Y. Now for the same transaction, Y will be recording October 1 X debit to bills payable account. For him, it will become the bills payable. $20,000. So after acceptance, what happened? X retains the bill till due date. It is clearly mentioned that the bill is lying with only X till the due date. And on the due date, he sends the bill to the banker for collection. Now on the due date, he has given that bill to his banker, means to his bank, for collection. So now you will record this transaction, so you will be keeping in memory that I have given this bill. Now first we need to calculate the due date. So the bill is written for 2 months. So written on October 1, then the next month will be November 1, and next month will be December 1. And 3 days of grace, so 2, 3, 4. So the due date will be December 4. On December 4, the bill has been given only for collection purpose to the banker, not for the discounting purpose. So it will be recorded as bills sent for collection account debit, so that you will be easily keeping in memory that this bill I have handed over to my bank for collection. You will not forget then. 20,000 to bills receivable account. When you will give this bill to the banker for collection, this transaction has been done only between X and his bank. So Y is not concerned about this transaction, that to whom X has given the bill. Y has to make only the payment. So Y will not record this transaction, or will not record any transaction for this handing over. But then afterwards, what will happen on December 4? X banker will present the bill before Y. So Y will make the payment. It is clearly mentioned in the question. X receives the information from the bank that the bill has been duly met. So Y will make the payment. Bills payable account debit. Bills payable account debit 20,000 to cash account or to bank account, whatever you want to use, to cash account 20,000. Now bank has collected the payment from Y, and bank has informed X that we have collected the payment on your behalf and deposited in your account. So on December 4, the bank account of X will be debited, because now the money is with bank. It is not with the X is not receiving that amount physically. So bank account debit, and now we have to nullify this account, bill sent for collection, because bill has been collected now. I don't need to memorize it. 20,000, the money has been deposited in my bank account to bills sent for collection account. So X has received the payment through bank and Y has made the payment. Now if you will compare the journal entries for Y in every case on the due date, see here, bills payable account debit to cash account. Then in third case, it was only bills payable account debit to cash account. In second case, when the bill was discounted, it was bills payable account debit to cash account. And even the bill was kept till maturity by the drawer, it was bills payable account debit to cash account. Means this entry will always remain same. And even if you will compare all the entries, almost all the entries will remain same for the person who is purchasing goods. You can check at any point of time. In any case, every case, the entries will always be same for the person who has accepted the bill. First he will purchase, then he will give acceptance, and then on the due date he will make the payment. I hope it is clear.